Jane realized exactly who she was talking to and closes the phone and discharges the phone, ending the phone call. Runs to the front door, but all of a sudden electricity goes out within the main bar itself. She stops in her tracks and immediately grabs a flashlight that was somehow sitting next to her. She turns it on and tries to escape at the front door, but somehow somebody had responded delicately and 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 sealed the door from the outside in. Ghostface, the Ghostface killer that had just stalked Jane Brackett's wife, Jane Brackett, stuck something underneath the bartender door outside unknowingly. Jane swiftly turns around at a noise within the back of the tavern. Jane Brackett walks forward with the flashlight in hand, opens the main circuit box and pulls the emergency breaker of the box. Jane Brackett then pulls out her cell phone and attempts to call Danny Brackett. But however, when the phone answers, it just isn't. It turns out to be the revealed case that it wasn't Danny Brackett. The unknown thing responds, "Did you really think you can call your husband involved in this situation? It's time to party." Jane scaredly pulls the phone back as the phone in the background screeches. She throws the phone toward an area in which a glass bottle had just broken. She runs forward into the kitchen corridor along to attempt to escape the back door. When all of a sudden Ghostface comes out of the main closet area connected to the kitchen corridor and puts his hands around her waist, throwing her against the kitchen stool, and attempts to stab her. However, Jane moves out of the way just for the Ghostface to step the steel of the situation. Jane attempts to bash him with a beer bottle. However, Ghostface grabs her hand and punches her directly to the floor. She slides a good 10 feet and hits her head, gliding through glass and hits her head directly onto the stove of the Brackett Bar and Tavern. However, Jane, who hit her head, seemingly in pain, didn't know the situation at hand. Ghostface rips the knife out of the steel and flicks a match with it and lights the gasoline on fire, catching Jane Brackett on fire, burning her while she screams. And as a result, Ghostface looks and stares and watches as Jane Brackett burns in automatic screaming terror, and then spreads various alcohol around the facility, causing the one area of gasoline that was eating on fire to immediately blaze the Brackett Bar and Tavern. He then exits the front, then rips the door breaking the window in the front, and then pulled the piece out of the way of the door and opens the door. The Ghostface serial killer then walks out the front door as the building explodes from behind. He seems closer and closer to the screen, and while the bar and tavern explodes.